Did I ever tell you guys about that time I had a BMW M6 2014? M6. This video is brought to you by Fountain Hills Motorsports, located in Fountain Hills, Arizona. Your used car dealer for import, domestic, luxury, exotic. Friendly service with a smile. That's Fountain Hills Motorsports. Well, that sounds nice. So right now I am driving around in a 2014 BMW M6 sedan. This thing has 560 horsepower, 500 feet of torque, 4.4 liter V8. It's a $115,000 vehicle when it was brand new. Fountain Hills Motorsports let me take this vehicle out for a test drive for the weekend, and they want 50 grand for this thing. This is probably one of the highest rated BMWs to come out of Germany in many years. This is the first true BMW M vehicle I've ever driven. I did drive a 540 M package, not the same thing as an M5. So this is a M6, not the same thing as a 6 Series BMW with an M package. On the steering wheel, I have options. M2 is sport mode. Right now I'm driving around in efficiency mode because I'm on the standard street. I'll probably kick into sport mode a little later. And then M1 is for pure track. You guys hear that? That's not me. That's this clapped out Accord with some Altezza taillights from the late 90s. So I've had this thing for half a day. Picked it up last night actually. And one of the things that I've noticed besides the amazing torque and the amazing horsepower is there's a lot of cabin noise in this vehicle. So take into account that this thing came out in 2014, this is an 8-year-old vehicle. So it's probably not gonna be as quiet in 2022 as it was in 2014. Doesn't make it a bad vehicle. I'm one of those people when I drive, I'm always thinking, okay, what's that noise? What was that rattle? And granted the road that I'm driving on right now isn't the best road, but it is a standard city street. Okay, in sport mode, I'm getting on the highway. I can't really get on it too hard because there are vehicles way in front of me. Wow. Wow. That was pretty awesome. I'm gonna do that again later. So I'm one of those people that I love to play with the paddle shifters on the car. Oh, hold on, let's feel this real quick. Holy shit. That was nice. Getting on the freeway, on ramp. It's one of those, one per green. Let's go ahead and click this into manual mode. Well, that was pretty awesome. One of the things that this car does that most cars don't do, or most cars that I've driven, is when you put them in manual mode, or when you put them in automatic mode, like my Infiniti, and then you click down to go to manual mode, it stays, within like 5 seconds, it goes back to auto mode if you're not actively shifting. This thing stays in manual mode until you look down and you switch it back into fully auto mode. So that's kind of cool. So after that pool, I decided to go back into efficient mode to save myself some gas. But traffic is crazy. There are accidents everywhere. There's a yellow on yellow Firebird, and they didn't paint match very well on all the different yellows. So it's yellow, it's like triple yellow on one panel. But you notice, you don't just hear the exhaust change when you switch from sport to efficiency mode. The steering wheel gets a little more stiff as well. So you know that the car is actually doing something. I mean, it's BMW, it's an M6. Of course it's doing something, but I'm not used to this type of stuff. Got past that traffic, switched back into efficiency mode. Car rides. You notice it immediately, like immediately. Now the steering wheel is like a Buick-ish. The accident warning system is terrible. The car doesn't shake. I thought it doesn't beep, or it just, I don't know. A lot of vehicles do it. I don't know if I'd rather hear, it has a HUD, I'd rather hear like some sort of a warning noise other than like a shimmy shake. One of the newer BMWs that I drove is a 2020 xDrive 3 Series. that steering wheel was fighting you the entire time due to lane departure. That was very annoying. This isn't that. I guess you gotta pick your battles. This thing is incredibly butter smooth in efficiency mode, which I think is great. So I think I figured it out. Run errands, pick up groceries, do everything you need to do in efficiency mode. When you're on the highway, stay in sport mode. And I was, this person just hopped the curb at an intersection to do a U-turn. Couldn't wait for the light to turn green. He just hopped the curb. What I found is when you're in bumper to bumper traffic, you don't want any of that sport mode. This thing was very difficult to drive because I forgot that I was in sport mode. And then everyone's trying to get in front of you because that's what they do in traffic. This thing eats gas. Too bad the gas mileage sucks. So now I'm just rolling down the highway. It's otherwise smooth highway, no potholes, your typical highway, freeway system in the middle of a city. And it's just a lot of noise. And coming from a turboed NSX, I should be used to it, and I am. But you know, this is a $115,000 luxury sports sedan BMW. You know, I just kind of expect it. But I mean, again, it is 7 years old. I'd still buy it. It's not going to prevent me from buying the car. And road noise is, you know, it can be attributed to a lot of different things, not just a loud road. But you know, this thing has some sort of a rattle going on in the steering column that drives me nuts. Didn't come that way. I wouldn't. If I were you and I was out looking for one of these vehicles, obviously test drive it. Don't take my word for it. But as someone who, you know, I don't drive a lot of vehicles. If this were a rental vehicle, I'd do whatever I could to reserve it every time I was in town. Absolutely, not even close. Just got off the highway, have a warning light on. That's very BMW. Happened to me last night too, actually, when I was going out to dinner. But then it was off earlier, and now it's back on. So I have to look that up just out of curiosity to see what it is. I mean, it's no secret that BMWs are notoriously known for having funky electronic issues with things. I think they're beautiful cars. This one being so highly rated probably doesn't have those type of problems typically, but it is a BMW, so just understand that that's one of those things that are out there. If you buy a BMW from someone and it starts developing problems, it's not like they sold it to you knowing it had issues. It's a BMW. And I'm not saying this one has issues, but right now it has a warning light on, and I need to figure out what that is. It's probably nothing. This Ford GT is full carbon fiber. This thing is freaking this thing is amazing. This thing is so sick. This thing is sick. You gotta check out this Bugatti. This thing is sick. And it is roped off as it should be for dirty people like me. You guys a big fan of the C8 Corvettes? Everyone likes the C8s, right? They're dope. My man Drew right there, just signing up for this experience. He's probably, that's C8 Matrix, Fountain Hills Motorsports. Are you guys team exotic? Modern? Throwback muscle. That shit is dope. Last time I was here, this spot, it had a horse event going on. But now they have cars. I still haven't seen probably 90% of the cars that are here actually. Kind of wandering around looking for the people that I came with. Story of my life. Oh, this is pretty dope. Let's check this out. It's a beautiful color interior. 1964 Lincoln Continental Custom convertible. But let's take a look at this. This thing is sick. I don't know. I like the big wheels, but then I kind of don't. What do you guys think? What do you guys think of this? Tell me in the comments. I like how it's sitting, but I don't know. Probably more meat on the tires and smaller wheels. Maybe perked up a little bit on the back, perked up proper. See if this thing has gone across yet. It did go across. And it's sold and hammered at $150. Wow. Let me back up so you guys can see what we're looking at. Boom. Ooh, hold up. This thing is clean. Look at that color. It's like Gotham Gray sort of kind of, but not really. So much this thing sold for. I'll tell you what, when I go to Barrett Jackson, I don't really care 92. I don't really care about the hypercars, it's all about the custom builds. Stuff like this. Stuff like this is fancy. The heads-up display is awesome. A lot of vehicles have heads-up display. Personally, for me, I find it very useful in a city like Scottsdale, Arizona. See if you guys can hear the difference of me going in and out of sport mode. Sport mode is on. This thing guzzles gas like nobody's business. I picked it up with a half a tank. What the heck? How do it? There's like 3 cars that went through on that light. All right, I'm gonna put it into manual mode and we are going to get on the freeway now. Wow. That was awesome. So one of the cool things about this is right now I'm in efficiency mode. Watch what happens when I switch it into sport mode. Whoa, look at that display. I wonder what happens if I switch it into track mode. Anything? Anything? It asked me to confirm. Shit, I'm kind of afraid to confirm. Confirm. Nope, let's go back. Yeah. So yeah, there's efficiency mode and track mode. That means I am ready. Okay, let's go back to efficiency mode. Stop playing. It is so easy to go fast in this thing. I feel like I'm not going anywhere, but we're going 88 in this. You can get in a lot of trouble. That's why you have to set your cruise control. You have to set one of those little speed alarms. I'm just cruising right along and I can't see shit, so I want to get a ticket. Oh, out of gas. Out of gas car. This was not safe. You guys hear that? It's like a slight, something loose. There's something loose in the steering column and it's driving me nuts. Other than that, the car drives beautiful. But I don't like the little noises, the little rattles. The car rattles like hell if you're trying to get over and there's a car in your blind side that you're not gonna hit. And then it just, I don't know, maybe whatever that thing is that rattles is loose. And I don't know if that's a BMW thing or if that's this BMW thing. Yo, this thing eats gas like crazy. Crazy. What a beautiful day for a drive. Let's do this. Sport mode is great for passing effortlessly. Look at this. This thing has massive front brakes. I don't know why I'm doing that accent. Classic drill brakes. The front grille, this is back when everyone loved the grille, loved the headlights. There's nothing like a BMW coming up behind you and all you see is the glow of the headlights. Audi started the whole headlight thing, but BMW capitalized on it. This entire roof, carbon and carbon fiber. I don't know if it came that way or if it was some sort of an option, but that had to have been a very expensive add-on. Nicely accented by this wing that's on the car. This is the only vehicle that I've been around, and this could be normal for BMWs, I have no idea. This is the only vehicle I've been around where the reverse camera comes out from under the emblem and then tucks itself neatly back underneath when you're done with it. I really like the overall exterior styling of this BMW M6. All right, now let's take a look inside this exciting BMW M6 to see how much cool stuff is on the interior. Look at this interior. These seats are really nice. Again, everything leather appointed, multiple seat controls, position 1 and 2, very standard on most vehicles. Here's all your different settings. I just left these alone. Parking warning, camera system, all the above. You guys gotta check this out though. Look at this split glove box. First, oh, there's your audio. First, you have this cigarette lighter, little ashtray. Then you have a compartment for the driver. Then you have the driver's side compartment. Then you have the passenger side compartment. And in here, you can lock your trunk from a button. Lock the trunk. Can't get to it. Oh, bust my ass. There we go. Lock the trunk from here. How cool is that? You can lock this. I've seen a glove department lock, but I have not seen like a center console lock. So I think I call these the glove department. I guess in a way it could be, even though it's in the middle. If you're ever stuck in the back seat of an M6 or a 6 Series BMW, you're gonna have plenty of room. You're gonna have plenty of options. You're gonna have plenty of things to annoy the people that are sitting in front of you. Things like, can you please move your seat up? No, I cannot. I'll do it for you. What the heck is this? What? Not an ashtray in the back. Got the ashtray in the back option. After having this thing for a few days, this thing is awesome. This thing is awesome. Everything from the display to the beautiful interior. I mean, this Alcantara over my head, this had to have been very expensive. Well, I guess it goes with the price of the car, like $115,000, you know, MSRP. All the bells and whistles, all the technology. Special thanks to Fountain Hills Motorsports again for getting me the vehicle. Guys, if you like what you heard today, go ahead and hit like, subscribe, hit the bell notification icon. Truth be told, I actually lost a couple of videos here at the end, so I'm narrating my way out of this one. Don't forget to subscribe to me on Hard Parking. It's a podcast where society and culture comes first and cars come second. I'll talk to you guys next time. My son's at the duty-free shop.
Everyday Parking Podcast. What do you have to say about the M6?
Everyday parking? I'll tell you what, if I was looking to get one of these, this would be the one.